In a significant shift that could ease regional energy tensions, Iran permits Iraqi oil tankers to transit through its heavily guarded waters. For months, the global energy market has watched closely, waiting for the moment when these massive ships will pass through the Strait of Hormuz, a crucial and volatile artery for international oil trade. This diplomatic breakthrough did not happen overnight. It comes after Baghdad made repeated requests for permission, emphasizing their desperate need to resume regular exports to stabilize their domestic economy and fulfill international energy commitments. The official acknowledgement of this maritime agreement was swiftly broadcasted across the region. Iranian state media IRNA confirmed the news, signaling a formal shift in Tehran's maritime policy regarding its neighbor. The groundwork for this pivotal agreement was laid during high-level diplomatic engagements, particularly when Kalibaf discussed this during his Iraq visit. Following these intense, behind-closed-doors negotiations, Iraqi President Ahmadi verified the passage, marking a rare moment of bilateral cooperation and offering a glimmer of hope amidst the ongoing regional instability that has plagued the Middle East. To understand the true magnitude of this development, one must look at the recent history of this vital waterway. Because of escalating military tensions and political standoffs, the Strait of Hormuz is largely restricted, heavily patrolled, and subject to intense geopolitical friction. When the transit routes were essentially blocked off to Baghdad, the economic fallout was immediate and devastating. The closure heavily impacted Iraq's economy, effectively paralyzing a nation whose lifeblood is crude oil. Billions of dollars in potential revenue were stalled, leading to severe domestic budgetary crises and halting critical infrastructure projects. However, while the diplomatic green light has been given, the reality on the water tells a story of intense caution and slow recovery. Even with the newly granted permissions, commercial maritime traffic remains far below pre-war levels. Shipping conglomerates and independent tanker operators are moving hesitantly, carefully calculating the soaring costs of maritime insurance and the unpredictability of the region. The unfortunate reality is that vessels in the region still face major risks, including the constant threat of miscalculation, seizure, and getting caught in the crossfire of broader Middle Eastern conflicts. This cautious resumption of trade highlights a stark contrast to the country's former status as a global energy powerhouse. Before the cascade of regional crises disrupted the oil flow, Iraq pumped 4 million barrels a day pre-war, standing proudly as one of OPEC's most formidable producers. The recent bottleneck has served as a harsh wake-up call for Baghdad's leadership, exposing the profound vulnerability of relying on a single maritime exit point. Because of this, Iraq is actively seeking new export routes to ensure their economic sovereignty is never again held hostage by a single geographical choke point. Looking toward a more resilient and diversified future, the Iraqi government is accelerating its strategic expansion of oil transit corridors. Foremost among these ambitious infrastructure plans, Baghdad aims to export via Turkey's Ceyhan pipeline, a northern route that would allow them to bypass the volatile Persian Gulf entirely. But the long-term strategy does not stop there. To guarantee true security for its most valuable asset, ports in Jordan and Syria are also options being heavily evaluated. As Iraq rebuilds its export capacity, the opening of the strait is just the first step in a much larger energy realignment.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.